Welcome back. You're still watching Market Sense right here on 18. As promised before the break, we have Anant Bajaj Joint Managing Director at Bajaj Electricals to talk about the growth prospects of the business, as also the rising order inflows that the company has been witnessing. Thanks very much, Mr. Bajaj, for taking out the time to speak with us. Give us more details on the order that you've just received from OPTCL, and what are the margins that you're working with as far as this order is concerned?
Well, the order book is healthy, and it's in a sector which we are sort of getting into a little more deeply, basically substation lighting, which is a very specific kind of engineering expertise required. So it's first major breakthrough which will actually get us stronger into that area. And the margins are in the higher percentages than our usual ones, so it's in the vicinity of between 14 to 15%. Which is quite high for that industry, and to that extent it's a very important entry into this field. It's heavily specialized, so to that extent it's a very important stepping stone to taking more orders in this particular type of order, because we've been doing a lot of transmission line towers and area lighting and all, but this is a completely new game which will actually enhance our portfolio, and it's a longer gestation project, so therefore the risk is also relatively spread out. Like most of these, all the three projects we have to finish in 30 months period, and clearly with the processes which we have inbuilt, we should certainly finish it well before time, or definitely within the time. So that's the aspect about that.
What is happening to your legacy orders? Some orders which you picked up during the economic slowdown, will that baggage continue in this year as well?
No, in fact that's the good news, for which you can even see the Q4 results were extremely a good turnaround as a resultant of actually closing out the old legacy sites, and actually currently we have mostly only the current sites, current orders which have been taken since year 12-13 onwards. So to that extent we are right now having no effect of the old sites anymore, and actually the whole process has become more towards execution. As a result, clearly the whole emphasis has become towards completing projects on time or before time. So to that extent the whole process has made a big difference. So clearly legacy orders do not have a place in our portfolio anymore.
Okay, I'm going to shift gears and talk about the consumer durable business, which has been the mainstay for the company. If I look at the basic trend line for the consumer durable industry per se, looks like अच्छे दिन आ गए हैं. What is your sense?
Definitely, our first 2 months in the current year has been very exciting. We have had some of our best growths in a long time. An important thing is a growth with secondary sale, which is very important for us, and earlier we used to have growths based on primary, but here the growth this time has been largely based on secondary sales being better for us. And as a total company in the first 2 months, actually we have grown 38% as a total company, and in consumer durable also we have had a very good growth of over 19-20%, and clearly our EPC business is the one which grew the fastest over last year. But even specifically consumer durable, it's been one of their better years in a long time, and important thing is the secondary sales is the way forward, in which we have actually done better sales on secondary sale factor, which is a major shift of gear from primary to secondary, and I think that's genuinely looks like good days, not only for us, for the consumer as well.
Right. Do you think that this momentum could continue in order inflow? Is that the sense that you're getting? Could you give us a breakup of the kind of bookings?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, absolutely. We have a very, with the way the government is fully backing orders and releasing a lot of good orders, clearly there is a lot of opportunity which will get converted, and our current order book which is over about 3,400 crores, in that it's a well spread out between power distribution, which includes rural electrification, which we already have about 1500 crores plus of order books. Now adding this new orders which are come, it's become around 1600 crores, or sorry, about 1800 crores including all the three together. And to the extent of that, even our transmission line tower, there's a limited order book, but there are a lot of tenders which are opening up soon. And as far as even the illumination is concerned, a lot of new orders are coming in on the pipeline. It's almost, I think, this week or next week, there a lot of them are opening up. And as far as the even this ESL orders, energy efficiency orders which are coming for the LED, in fact today there's one big tender opening up, so we are really quite bullish that we'll get the order. So there is a lot of good momentum in terms of one side government giving a lot of good orders, but also private sector is starting to spend a lot in the converting their energy bills by moving from basically from CFL or the typical GLS bulb line, they're moving to LED. So clearly that trend is catching up, so therefore the opportunity and the chances of conversion is definitely increasing very, very rapidly. And even at the consumer level, when you look at it, there are products which are getting a good traction to. So to that extent,
right,
a lot of, I think the Indian consumer has clearly now started trying out different products which earlier they would have probably hesitated on. Now that's actually adding us, giving us the opportunity to try out also some new products which earlier would have been difficult.
Right. This big tender you're talking about, what's the size of it, and you know, how much of the order do you hope to garner, or are you bidding for the entire tender?
Correct. Well, the tender which is opening today is of 7 crore pieces. I'll repeat again, 7 crore LED bulb is the tender size. 12 people are taking part in it. And out of that, we are hoping at least we'll maybe get between 70 lakhs to maybe 70 lakhs is the kind of number we are after, because I mean, one thing is to get the order, but even to supply is going to be a very big challenge, because clearly the market, I mean, the manufacturing base doesn't have that kind of availability to supply that easily. So we'll be very happy to even get 70 lakhs order in that. I mean, after all, it seems that 6 out of 12 players who are taking part will actually get the physical order. So we are hoping to be one of those 6 which will get the order for these LED bulbs. I mean, that will be a huge, huge opportunity conversion. So we are very bullish that we should able to get that, at least one of the 6 final winners of the order.
We wish you all the best with this new order that is likely to come your way, for which you're bidding. Appreciate your time, Anant,
thank you very much,
to speak to us and highlight to us how business is shaping up, and more importantly, where the order inflow is picking. 1% higher for Bajaj Electricals, as the management was highlighting their growth prospects, nudging the 300 marker. A quick view on Bajaj Electricals, Prakash, if you may have one.
Yes, Bajaj Electricals. I think Bajaj Electricals so far is looking good. It's given a breakout at levels for 245, given a good up move after that. Now it's trading closer to the resistance, but so far structurally is still positive, though the momentum on the upside could be reduced. But looks like 325 on the upside could be on the cards. I would say continued longs as long as around 260 or 266, 270 holds, because that's a strong support zone. It's a buy on dip stock.
Thanks, Prakash, for giving us that quick perspective. Let's take a break, but when we come back, Sandeep Barkley will also give us his trading ideas.